Title: Foreign Fighters and the Dicey Death Deals of Iraq's Courts, Justice or Vendetta. TL:DR: A new trend is emerging in Iraq's courts, with foreign ISIS fighters facing death sentences, and some countries washing their hands clean by refusing to repatriate their citizens. The situation is raising eyebrows, sparking fierce debate over the ethics, human rights, and international law quandaries it presents. Imagine embarking on a new journey, only to end up standing before a judge in a country you never even set foot in, accused of heinous crimes and being handed a death sentence. Picture this: you're Mustafa Merzoui, a French citizen who left for Syria back in 2015 with dreams of a fresh start, only to be captured, refused by your home country, and ended up in the grasp of Iraq's counter-terrorism laws. In the Grand Courtroom of Baghdad, with the world watching, 8 Frenchmen clad in yellow jumpsuits are charged with joining ISIS and participating in military operations. The room resounds with their confessions of mistakes and pleas of innocence from killing anyone, but the hammer falls hard, resulting in 7 death sentences. What's this about? Seems like France has outsourced its ISIS suspects' trials to Iraq. Critics from Human Rights Watch, HRW, are having a field day, pointing out that these trials undermine suspects' rights to a fair trial and protection from torture. So, where does that leave our French folks and the 2,000-odd foreign fighters, still in Syrian camps? Uncertainty looms as Iraq seems willing to try them, reportedly in exchange for monetary compensation. Does this set a dangerous precedent in the game of international justice? It appears that European citizens being tried in Iraq, one of the world's top executioners, is a bitter pill for human rights groups. Isn't this ironic considering these countries are probably breathing a sigh of relief to avoid their own legal quagmire? While the Foreign Ministry of France has expressed its opposition to the death penalty, it also respects Iraq's sovereignty, subtly implying a hands-off approach. No intervention here, thank you very much. Meanwhile, the accused Frenchmen try to paint their roles in the ISIS operations as benign. They worked as medics, trainers, and were part of propaganda videos, but under threat of imprisonment. In the face of these conflicting narratives, how are we to discern the truth? It all seems to boil down to the proceedings of the Iraqi courts, which are riddled with accusations of torture and death penalties based on confessions rather than solid evidence. Does this trend raise the alarm about the condition of justice systems worldwide? Should countries be allowed to outsource justice in this manner? As we probe into these death sentences, we realize we are treading on precarious ground. The geopolitical, ethical, and legal ramifications could be extensive. And so, we end up pondering the question, are these trials about justice, or is it just a convenient solution to a complicated international problem? We leave you with the haunting image of Mustafa Merzoui, regret and fear etched in his eyes, as the judge pronounces his fate, death by hanging. Despite his pleas, his shaky voice unheard. And we ask you, what does justice truly mean in our modern world? Legal disclaimer: this news article is for informational purposes only and does not constitute any form of advice, health, investment, or otherwise. Always fact-check from multiple sources and consult with professionals for any advice. It's all about being turned up with wisdom,